I have a question. This is Gary Huey. Hey,
Yes, we
Wayne.
can hear you.
Wayne,
Yes, I can.
can you
Yeah.
show us your last slide in your presentation for your contact information?
Sure, I can do that. I guess let me go back here and you guys can. The screen here?
Yeah, I just wanted to get your contact information, Wayne.
Oh, okay.
Do you have an email? Look,
I do. It's Wayne
mhm.
at Future Finance Solutions MI.com.
Yeah, later we're going to list all three speakers' email addresses, so everyone can copy that.
Okay,
so later,
great.
David will show that to everyone.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
There it is. Would it be possible to send this presentation out to any members that are willing?
Yes, if you want to send me an email, I can send you my presentation.
Yeah, a recording of this will also be posted on ACA social media. So you can always follow up on our website.
Thank you very much.
So again, right now, it's an opportunity for you to ask questions. You can either use the raise hand functions. You can also unmute yourself, or you can just ask in the chat box.
There's got to be some questions. I know my presentation wasn't that good.
So in chat, someone asked, can I use EIDL to pay off the other higher rate commercial loans?
Yes, because you can use that to make to pay the monthly payments, but you can't use it to pay off debt. There is a difference between the two. So basically, you can't get the one chunk loan and then pay off, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, for example. You can use it to pay the monthly payments, but not pay off loans. That's not the that's not what the spirit, I guess, if you will, of the SBA program for this one here.
And I guess in the meantime too, if Gloria or Eleanor, if you guys have any of your own inputs from experience or from our previous Tuesday Chinese workshop that you'd like to elaborate.
Maybe I can share something about the PPP loan. I have a lot of because I'm a financial planner, I have a lot of the small business owners clients who ask me for help because I was the one who brought that to their attention. And I have seen the application form from Chase Bank and from the other bank, but the definitions of payroll is very vague. It does not clearly spell out that it covers, let's say, like the payroll taxes and health insurance, this type of things. So and also retirement benefit as well. So I think something that when people, if you use those applications, you might have to be very careful. You need to include those in the loan amounts as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the same person have asked, how is the maximum amount of EIDL loan calculated?
How's the maximum? Oh, there is no guideline on how they come up with the amount. How I've been, I guess, telling my clients is that just put all your expenses from now until the end of the year, or from now in 12 months out. Just do a projection. What are your monthly expenses from now until then? And then let the SBA, I guess, decide how they want to approve you. I haven't had any clients that have had the SBA look at their loans yet, so I might have a little bit of a disadvantage when to explain that or to give you more details on that. I don't know if Eleanor or Gloria, if you've had any success in having your clients get approved for an EIDL, but on my end, they really don't give us a lot of guidelines on how they look at it or what they're looking for at this point.
I just want to add to that, one single loan amount cannot be more than $2 million. That's the maximum. And also, if it's more than 25,000, you'll have to put mortgage or other type of assets as guarantee. So if you don't have enough assets as guarantee, then you may not want to ask for too much.
I think the first route will always be the PPP program.
In this PPP program, do you go to your bank to solicit their help, or do they go to you?
You have to
You go
approach
to
your bank.
Right.
I have two accounts. One is B of A, and B of A actually came to me, and then PNC, I have to go contact them. So I'm just curious, what is the normal procedure? Because I've had both now.
I'm assuming you bank at both locations?
Yes.
Both banks?
Yes.
Okay.
I've one company at B of A, and I have another company at PNC.
I think
some banks provide
better.
Some banks provide better service. They want to offer value service to their customers, and as soon as they know about the PPP loan, they reach out to their customers, especially those that has good personal relationship with the branch managers. But you still need to make the application.
Right, right. I've already completed the one with B of A. I'm just starting with the PNC.
I have a question. I don't know if you guys can hear me. So if a company only has one employee, and would this company be considered, or should this person consider self-employed, or should this person use an LLC, which is the company's designation?
You want to, so say that again. If the company only has one employee, is the employee getting a W-2?
Actually, the company hasn't really been making money, so they never did any W-2 before.
So how is that person getting paid? I guess the 1099, or is it just a sole proprietor?
Even though it's sole proprietary, but they registered the company as LLC. It's like a startup. They borrowed money and they're planning to build the business up. Now,
okay. Has this person, this one employee, been getting paid a regular salary, or regular been getting paid?
The employee basically is also the owner of the company, right?
Okay, and has the owner been getting paid through the company? Because if it hasn't, my understanding, if they're not getting a salary or if they're not getting payroll, then they don't qualify for the PPP.
Then how does the company, or how does this person get some help from these loan programs?
I don't think that applies to this situation. If the owner and also So this LLC member has never paid any payroll taxes. So that does not meet the requirement at all. You have never paid into the system.
Okay.
So they would never be able to apply for either the PPP or the EIDL program?
You can apply for EIDL because EIDL can be used for more than just the payroll expenses. You can use the EIDL proceeds, including the 10,000 advance, to purchase material, raw material, to pay off other higher interest business loans.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because they do have lots of expenses. They're building up the business.
Yeah, because EIDL is a loan. Yeah, the PPP, that is considered as a loan, but if you meet all this requirement, it can be forgiven.
It's like a grant.
Yeah, it's like a grant.
So EIDL, the first 10,000 would possibly be forgiven, and the remaining would be considered as a loan.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So is this situation different from self-employed, or this is considered as a LLC?
I think both LLC and self-employed are eligible to apply for the EIDL.
So if they apply for the EIDL, would they say they are self-employed, or they would just say this is LLC?
I think they will use the LLC, the tax ID number, to apply for that, but the owner will still need to put down the collateral.
Okay.
Gloria, did you also want to talk about, because I didn't talk about it in my presentation, the other SBA disaster, the Express
bridge
SBA loan?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the bridge loan.
Well, right. We just talk about the first choice for anyone who has paid payroll tax before and has a regular payroll should always consider the PPP loan as the first choice because it's very likely to be 100% forgiven. After you consider the PPP loan, you can consider the EIDL, which has a pretty low interest rate at 3.75%. And also the first $10,000 advance is likely to be forgiven. But if you are waiting for the EIDL loan, which can take 4 or 5 weeks or even longer, you might want to consider the third option, which is the Express Bridge loan from SBA. But that loan has a very high interest rate. It can be quickly approved, but it's only up to $25,000, no more than $25,000. And the interest rate is much higher. It's a trailing average of the prime rate plus, I think, 6.5%. And also, you cannot just go through any bank to get SBA Express Bridge loan. You have to go through a certain number of financial institutions that's listed as Express lender approved by SBA. And you can find that list from SBA website. This is the third option that, in my opinion, should be considered only if you are in cash flow crisis and you really need that money quick to keep your business going. And the advantage of this one is that once you do get the EIDL loan approved, you can use that loan to pay off the Express Bridge loan. So those are the three options SBA has provided to business owners, small business owners.
So in chat, the person asked if a W-2 employee is also paid 1099 commission, can they include his 1099 commission in the payroll calculation?
Yes. Yes. Yes, the salary includes the W-2 salary. It includes commission, includes tips, includes all the employee benefits, such as health, medical insurance premium, even 401k matching contribution. Those are all included. And that can be used for your calculation of maximum loan amount.
Hello, Wayne. Can you show us again the PPP application, those materials required? That page.
The requirements?
Right, yeah.
Keep in mind that, again, each bank might ask for different items, but these are the ones that I've noticed that almost all banks ask for. So each bank might ask for additional information. And, but this is the bulk of it, depending on which bank you go to and
Are there any other questions? Well, we have this workshop set till 9. So if you have any questions, take this opportunity to ask. Either raise
Wayne,
unmute
yeah.
yourself. Mm-hmm.
What is this trailing 12 months profit and loss statement?
it's basically each month from ending in the most recent month is March, ending in March. So you go from March backwards 12 months.
And this is profit and loss of the company?
Yes, like an income statement, like a P&L.
Oh, okay. And that's for the PPP, which is for paycheck as well. So they need the profit and loss even for the paycheck protection.
Right, and again, this is every bank might be a little bit different. One of the banks asked for this here, so that's why I put it in here. I worked. There was another one I worked with earlier today that did not ask for a income statement or a trailing 12 months. So again, each bank is different. So you really have to look at the requirements of which bank that you're speaking with.
Mm. Are they, so actually the company, I'm actually listening in for a company of someone else. And their company actually has an account with Wells Fargo. And they just learned Wells Fargo has a cap of 10 billion. They are not accepting any new application anymore. So if that's the case, does it mean that their company needs to get a business account with, let's say, Bank of America first and then start this application, or they can just go there and start this PPP or the EIDL application?
I just want to make sure I understand the question. You're saying that your company's banking with Wells Fargo?
My friend's company, right, yeah.
Oh, your friend's company is banking with Wells Fargo and they're not taking applications?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Wells
if
Fargo
they haven't
reached their cap already. So they have an upper
Okay.
limit of 10 billion or something. So they don't accept any new application anymore.
Okay, I understand.
So my friend's
so you're
company,
going to have to reach out to other banks to see if they're accepting new applications for the PPP. That's the only way you can do that. So if your existing bank is not doing, you really have to start making phone calls to see who else is taking it and who will. All I can say is I know maybe some of the community banks are accepting new applications, the smaller banks. So you might want to try that. And as for the EIDL, that's a direct application. That's a direct discussion with the SBA. There's no bank involved with the EIDL.
Yeah.
And
Thank
for that
you.
one, if I can pull up the, right here, if you look at the, this is the website that you go to for the EIDL.
Yeah.
And this is, and this is the direct application with SBA.
I'll ask them to check online.
Sally, we just helped ACA applied and got approved for the PPP loan through a bank, which we don't have any account. We don't have any previous banking relationship, but it's a local bank and it's referred to us by board member Eleanor. So you can try other banks if your current banks are not able to process your applications.
My friend's company only has one employee who is also the owner. Also, he's working for the company, his own company. He should apply as a LLC, right? And he does have lots of expenses over the past year in the process of building up the company. So he should not apply as a self-employed, but apply as an LLC.
A sole proprietor.
So proprietary, you have to have a designation, like the company's designation as a sole proprietary. Is it something like that? Because his company is an LLC, actually.
LLC files tax return on Schedule C?
No, for LLC, you can select to file as Chapter S or Chapter C. So basically, if it's a one person, one member's LLC, most of the people will file as S Corp.
But they register as LLC, but because they haven't really made any money yet, so then they didn't file any tax return yet.
No, but when they apply as the LLC, they have to choose whether they should file as S Corp or C Corp, right at the beginning.
Oh.
Yep.
So S Corp is a sole proprietor.
No, it's called S Chapter, yeah.
So even though it's an LLC, he can still choose S Corp or C Corp?
Yes. Let's say like my company. My company is our LLC, but we have 3 partners, and then we choose to file as S Chapter.
S Chapter is a sole proprietary?
No, not sole proprietary, S Chapter.
Okay. I don't quite understand. I'm asking for
it's S Chapter, yeah.
Oh, okay. So even if it's LLC, he can still choose himself as a sole proprietary for his business.
It's S Chapter, not sole proprietor.
So maybe
so
my situation might be the same as your boss. I'm an LLC,
my friend,
but I filed as S. I picked S Corp, and I'm the only one. I don't have any partners. I don't have anybody. So I'm LLC, but I'm S Corp.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll let him know. So it's S Corp. If there's a choice in this loan application, he should select S Corp, something like that. Okay. And would that be considered as self-employed or is LLC?
Well, he'll be considered an employee, right? He'll be considered an employee of his corporation, of his company.
Yeah, he is. He's the owner and also employee, both.
Right, so he'd be considered employee.
Oh, okay, not self-employed. Okay. So if they have more questions, should they call any of you to ask for some help, or
David, can we
yeah.
show our speakers' contact emails?
It's on the screen
It's
right
on the
now.
screen now.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think yeah, for any more question you have, you can send email to any of the 3 speakers tonight. I don't think they will have any issues. Would that be okay with all of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So if there's no more questions, I would like to take a minute. I would like to thank our speakers tonight for sharing their knowledges and experiences. We hope that you have got all you need to know and then all the answers. And please see the screen. You know, if you haven't really copied down the email addresses of the speakers, and then please feel free to contact them for any more questions that you may have. And then they can definitely assist you if you have any further question and help you with the process. And I also want to thank David Liu, who is the hosting engineer behind